All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, Sammy's growling at something. Sammy's annoyed that we've come on streamer. Streamer, we're not playing on the card. I hope you guys can hear that. But you got Sammy growling in the background. Let me just get the background music on here, guys. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Let me just fire this up here. Gold's already had a very, very, very big move here this morning, guys. Gold's up about 500 plus ticks already, which is absolutely crazy. Let me just get the background music on here, guys. Where's the video? Where are we? Here we are. All right, let's do it. Turn this down a bit. All right, let's see if you guys can hear me all good. Awesome. Audio video good. Awesome. Thank you, man. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Thursday, guys. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's doing well, having a good week in the market so far. Gold had an absolutely amazing day yesterday. Huge day in the markets yesterday across multiple accounts. It was very, 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 very good. Gold had some crazy moves. So yeah, welcome back, everyone. If any of you guys are new here on YouTube, welcome back. My name is Aaron, also known as Aaron Trades. I've been trading for the past 7 years and mainly focus on gold futures here in the European session. Now, we'll break down all markets this morning, guys. We'll have a look at gold. We'll have a look at NQ. We can have a look at some currencies as well. And yeah, let's just see what we get for the day ahead. Like I said, gold is already having a very decent move here. From this support that we kind of formed in Asia, gold's already up 650 ticks, which is, absolutely insane. Shorts yesterday were crazy. We took, you guys who are here on YouTube, we took sells here together. And you guys who were here yesterday, we cut our initial sells yesterday as the 5 minute was breaking above these highs. But for you guys who were here yesterday, remember, what did we say yesterday? We said if you start reclosing back below, get right back in the shorts. You closed above, you liquidated some 15-minute highs, you reclosed back below, we got straight back short straight away. So we got short here yesterday on Zoom for about, I think we took about 120 plus ticks in like 1 5-minute candle, which was absolutely crazy. And you guys who were here yesterday, remember, these were the liquidity levels that we spoke about and gave yesterday in London stream for price to come down and liquidate these lows. So the nicest trade here yesterday was once this hourly actually faked out. Look how beautiful this is, guys. Absolutely textbook trade. You broke above, you broke right back below. There's your fake out confirmation. Boom. There's your short. There's your confirmation candle. There's your short. And in that 1 hour, would have liked to have got more than this. Gold was down like 700 plus ticks, which is just, absolutely crazy. And the levels that we spoke about yesterday, guys, was for price to come back down into this potential left shoulder head, right shoulder region. Well, we came down, we broke it, we retested, and we continued selling off massively. So analysis on gold yesterday was absolutely perfect. You guys who were trading Asia, it kind of looks like it came more towards the end of the day, but we had these double tops as well. So 2 amazing trades yesterday on gold. Where are we? Let me just get the X plug here for the day. Remember, if you guys are tuning along for the first time, I'm trying to post on X more as well. If you guys hashtag London Open, hashtag TopstepTV, and hashtag myself, which is just the Aaron Trades, I'll be able to fire up your gold, fire up your charts, have a look at some trades, and just build the London Open community a little bit more. So I posted my chart yesterday, did 5.1 thousand on the 100K yesterday, all taking advantage of some amazing sells on gold. So yesterday was a huge day in the New York session. Remember, guys, if you come in here, hashtag London Open. Yeah, the 2 minis, yeah. Oh, look at this. We got some new charts. Amazing. Oh, wait, is this some new charts? Oh, yeah, 22 hours ago. Look at this. Awesome. Let's have a look. Remember, guys, hashtag London Open. Oh, look at this. Couple of record combine days for me today. If you're trying to get fun in the trading space and you're not watching the Aaron Trades Psychology videos, you're missing out. I trading Q have been trading small caps for years. I still find value in them. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Look at that. Hashtag London Open, hashtag Topstep, hashtag the Aaron Trades. Amazing. Oh, look at this. More charts. Look at this. You guys are tagging it. Hashtag London Open. Remember, guys, hashtag, at TopstepTV and tag myself as well. And then I'll see it quicker. Look at this. Like this. Beautiful. Amazing. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's what we love to see. So we'll get the London Open community grown more as well. Now, for gold for the day, guys, let's see what we got. We got London Open in about 20 minutes. Yeah, the 30-minute fake out, Sean, was literally perfect, man. 30-minute fake out yesterday is pretty much the exact same trade that we took in London. Clear downside targets, broke above, broke right back below, cool shorts. Broke above, right back below, clear targets, shorts. It was so nice, man. So nice. Some great longs in Asia. Yeah, it looks like you've had some great moves in Asia as well. So we kind of continued this run up yesterday. Look at this huge move. Pulled back here in Asia, found some support, and you're re-breaking back higher as well. So you got a pretty decent breakout. Here in Asia. A little bit of trend line come down, buying up into that trend line would be nice. Pull back, continue pushing. Now what I'm waiting for here on gold, guys, is going to be this London Open, because look at this current candle. We have to see how this current candle is going to close. Are we going to close bullish, or is this going to be a liquidity wick and we're going to close back bearish within this range and we're going to come down for these Asia lows? Possibly. Let's see. So we have Asia lows down here. Let's see how we react at this resistance. Is this going to be one big liquidity grab, or are we actually going to close bullish? Now, this hourly candle here on gold has 18 minutes till it's going to close. Now, seems like a lot of time, but anything can happen in these 18 minutes. Gold can go from, looking so bullish to wicking all the way back down, to wicking all the way back down, to it still could close bullish. So we want to see these, we want to see this candle actually close. Then we'll get the London Open, and then we'll potentially get our trades. Let me just have a look here, guys. Just find up the on the screen. Yeah, you guys who had longs in Asia. Asia was a lovely, lovely push. Like I said, gold. Look, he said nice hourly fake out here. Broke bearish, broke straight back bullish. Look at that, nice. Even in that 1 hour, 200 ticks. So much volume in gold, guys. So much volume in gold. We have to absolutely be taking advantage of these times. And like I say, yeah, well, I was saying this yesterday, this volatility on gold is not normal. Seeing gold move, 500 to 700 ticks before London's opened is not normal. You'd be lucky to see gold move like 20 to 50 ticks like a year, 2 years ago. Yeah, exactly. Making good money with 1 to 2 micros. That's what's crazy. So we'll let gold play out here for a second, guys. Let's have a look at here at NQ. I did have a nice short on NQ yesterday. You guys in Zoom, we called a nice short down into this double bottom yesterday. I was actually looking for this to maybe grab the lows and start breaking back higher. However, on NQ yesterday, you tagged the lows, failed to break back higher, and then end up filling in this whole entire wick and having a pretty decent sell-off, actually. You had a pretty decent sell-off on NQ yesterday. 150 ticks sell in Asia. Nice. 150 ticks in Asia, man. It's crazy. It's a very, 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 very good trade. Which short did you get, man? You get maybe this short here? After you tag the highs, this little short? Like a nice squeeze lower. Let me see. So yeah, Goldie, 30-minute grab of the highs. Yeah, I think it's that one there. I think it's that one there, right? Tag the highs, wick back down below, sold. Yeah, that was great. This is my Asian long. Let's have a look, Patrick. Let's have a look. Oh, beautiful. What time frame is that, man? What time frame you got there, man? 15. Very nice. Clay's beautiful chart, man. Oh, so you took it more once you broke out a bit more. Yeah, nice. Again, 2 amazing trades. Good job, guys. Beautiful trades. Asia's having some fantastic moves. Asia having great moves. London having great moves. New York having great moves. Is very, very good to see. Like I say, guys, you have to take advantage, because if the markets, go back to normal and start to go a bit quiet and you're always chasing that volatility, it won't be here forever. I'd love it if it was, but it's unlikely. The last time we saw a lot of volume was in April this year, and still that was a lot of volume, but this is even more. I like this, Chris. This looks like a good chart, man. Buying into that trend line. That's a beautiful chart. Yeah, perfect, Chris. Perfect trade, man. Buying into that trend line. Absolutely beautiful. Nice, Damon. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Gold still could break higher, guys. We want to see this. Want to see this close. 30 minutes still trying to get back higher. So I'm gonna do some new levels here on NQ, guys. Let's do some new levels. What do we have? We have 25,000, which we have come back down into. Came back down to 25k. We have, what do we have above? We've got about, let's put 25,250 hit, and then above on NQ we will have 25,500. So let's see. These are nice, Chris. Nice. That's insane. Amazing, man. Yeah, amazing. Are you in Europe? Yes, I'm in Europe. Yes, I am. Yeah, Coach Hoop. Good morning. Appreciate you doing. Yes, I did. I was watching that live with the guys on Fast Markets, TopstepTV. Sorry, before Fast Markets, it was yeah, insane. I've never seen that before. There was a 1,000 lot on gold just sat there, which you would very rarely, if ever, see someone just sharing 1,000 lot right there. It's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Yes, I am in Europe. Yeah, I'm in Italy at the minute. I'm in Italy. Yeah, I got about another, got about 2.5 weeks, Sean, which is nice, man. About another 2.5 weeks. So let's have a look at NQ here, guys. So NQ, we had this amazing sell-off yesterday. We had a huge sell-off. But we have to remember, 25,000 is a very, very, very big level of support. You can kind of see this daily couldn't close below it. So actually, before we do this, guys, let me just have a quick look at the news. I do believe we have some news today. Let's have a look. I believe there is news today. Is it today or is it tomorrow? Let me see here. I believe we have some news today. Do we have some news? Where are we? 23rd. We have news tomorrow. Friday, we do have some big news. We got a core CPI for the US dollar. Where are we? Show you guys here. Core CPI at 1:30 London time. Then you got PMI an hour and 50 minutes after at 2:45 London time. So I'm just looking at here at NQ. It looks like we could still be bullish, but we'd very likely wait for some sort of big news and probably play some pretty big ranges until then. Yeah, Friday's the nice. So yeah, we're still bouncing around here at NQ. We are still overall, of course, very, very, very bullish. But we are in more of a massive range. We're in a very big range here. We're trading between 25,000 and 25,250, which we broke out of yesterday. Had this huge sell-off. Got bought right back up into the PM session, which we see quite a lot. Grabbed some lows, breaking out. So I would like to see NQ come for a bit of a squeeze higher here. You can kind of see here in London, this hourly 7 a.m. candle's already given some great buys here of our plan here, guys. Look at this. You close bearish, tag the lows, close bullish. If this was gold, this would be our plan to an absolute T. There's your perfect fake out, and you're already squeezing back higher as well. So we'll see how NQ reacts on these highs, but I do like NQ overall to continue pushing up. Is that going to be the move that's going to happen in London? Probably not, but we could still get a bit of a London retracement. Maybe New York pulls back, has some big liquidity wicks before then. You see them bigger moves higher. London yesterday ended up having a great short on NQ yesterday when I look back. We had this liquidity grab that we spoke about that we were potentially looking for longs out of, but you tagged these highs, broke back bearish, and actually had a beautiful sell-off in London. So you had a really nice sell-off in NQ yesterday in London, right at the London Open. So we have about 10 minutes until the London Open here, guys, and we'll see if NQ can potentially give us some trades as well. Like I said, you're already having a pretty decent breakout here. You've had that hourly liquidity grab and fake out, which is very nice. Pre-London again. So we'll see how we react. If we can pull back, great. I would imagine, you may get some early sellers here at NQ, probably risking off some highs. So squeezing up higher here at the London Open looks like a pretty logical trade. Yeah, Friday's news day. Aaron, I'm in New York. Stayed up to watch the stream. Thank you, man. I appreciate you tuning in. What time is it in New York right now? Let's have a look. Appreciate you tuning in, man. New York, it is 2:50 a.m. Wow. Is that what it is? 2:50 a.m. Wow. Appreciate you tuning in, man. That's a late night grind. Same as you, Patrick. Tuning in at 2:50 here in Florida. Yeah, amazing. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys staying up late to tune in. Some dedicated viewers, yeah, some very dedicated viewers. That's what we love to see. There we go. Drop a like for the Topstep stream. Drop a subscribe for the Topstep YouTube channel as well. Growing very, very, very well here. Topstep at 186,000 subscribers. Let's see here on gold, guys. Remember, if this 30-minute closes back bearish, you're going to get that big hourly liquidity wick. And there's not much of a bottom wick here on this current hourly, so we could wick back down. See the gold chain. I'll get it for you this weekend, man. Next week we'll be there. It will be there. So we want a 15, 30-minute or hourly liquidity grab of a recent candle high or low, then confirmation candle after, and wait till it closes to go lower or higher. Yeah, well, then props from yesterday going on a gold chain. Yeah, absolutely. 15, 30-minute or hourly grab of a recent high or low, then a confirmation candle. That sounds like a bit too much. I'll just give you the example of the two shorts I took yesterday. So what do we have here yesterday? This was a previous intraday liquidity level. It was also 4-hour resistance, and this 4-hour at the time was wicking out the previous 4-hour highs and starting to wick back below. So then all we wanted to see from there, well, okay, if we want to go short, well, let's keep it super simple. If we want to go short, well, this candle's just closed bullish. So regardless of what we want to see, this has closed bullish, so ignore shorts. But once you reclose back below, fantastic. There's your fake out confirmation on the hourly time frame, and now you can maybe drop down to a 15 or a 5 and start taking your short. And you kind of drop down to the lower time frame here. You can kind of see again, look, you had a very nice liquidity grab. We called this liquidity level in the London stream yesterday. The price will very likely come up and tag these highs before breaking back lower. So you had higher time frame fake out confirmation, intraday liquidity grab, and then boom, take the short. Even if you didn't have this, if you got that hourly fake out closure blow, I'd take the trade on any sort of breakout. So it doesn't have to be that. It almost sounds like a little bit too complicated there. You have your confirmation candle, then you have your entry candle. Well, the confirmation candle for this short yesterday was a hourly closure back above, straight back below. There's my confirmation candle, confirming that this move here is false. This 4-hour resistance is going to hold, and now I'm going to take my short. And I have very clear downside targets. I actually posted a reel on my Instagram yesterday breaking down this trade. I don't usually post reels like that, but I actually just recorded this trade into a quick reel yesterday and broke it down. So if you do want to check it out, Topstep has kindly put my Instagram in the link below. So it's one of the first videos that you'll see on there. Let me have a look, you guys. We've got London open about 6 minutes here, guys. Gold's trying to wick back lower. NQ still breaking higher. I want to say your story time video was so motivating and pretty relatable too. Thank you, man. It boosted me because I felt I was the only one in this situation. Apologies since then. Thank you, man. I appreciate you tuning in. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, definitely. I don't know, you know, any trading struggles, any, revenge trading, any tilting, it's very easy to think that that happens to just you, but I can absolutely promise you guys, there is nothing that you are experiencing trading that someone hasn't felt and overcome. There's nothing that you are going to experience the first time that no other trader has experienced. So everything that you are experiencing and struggling with, every single trader has felt that and found a way to overcome it. So sometimes it's very easy to think like, oh, why is this happening to just me? Like, why just me? But it's like, I promise you guys, it is absolutely not just you. Copper's ripping. Let's have a look. I haven't traded copper in a while, but let's have a look. Yeah, wow, copper is ripping. Look at that. Daily time frame here on copper. What do? We came down. Copper's, again, this is that range that we kind of spoke about last week. Big support, big resistance. You closed bullish off it yesterday, so yeah, you're squeezing higher. You'll probably come back up into that resistance. But do I think there's any trades on copper? Personally, not. That was a nice look at that. Nice hourly critical gap breakout. Big squeeze there. Yeah, nice, Patrick. Eliminating every dollar sign from my charts completely changed everything for me. Yes, exactly, man. Focus on the beautiful candlesticks and the plan, not the P&L. You chase the P&L, you will delay your process even longer. We spoke about this in Discord yesterday. Yeah, set your lockout features, set your risk management features, and have everything in place to stop you from tilting. If you don't take advantage of the amazing features that we have built into Topstep X here, then you have to take some sort of accountability. Topstep have built some incredible features into here to literally stop you from tilting, to set your trade limits, to set your risk limits. And if you don't use it, then, you know, well, you have to use it. There's no you can't use it. You have to use it. Otherwise, you must have some good self-control. Good morning, Hamza. What's going on, man? Good morning, man. Good morning, good morning. Gold, look at this. Look at this on gold, guys. Looks so bullish. How many people do you think would have tried to chase this long? Again, squeeze it right back down. That's why these candle closures are key here, guys. We may have a 30-minute fake out and a bit of an hourly liquidity wick to potentially short down at some Asia lows. Could be a pretty decent short here, guys. This is a very big range, so down into these lows, you're talking 500 ticks. So I would absolutely be trading that for like crazily like 1 micro, which is crazy. $500 trade. Good question, man. I just had it on right here. So when you're using the ruler, which number shows the ticks? Right here. So this here on gold, if we were to come back down to these Asia lows, this would be 486 ticks. At one contract, that's $4,800. So trading at 1 micro, that's $486. Yeah, definitely. Yep, I like that. Yeah, 5 micros, 150 is good. I was using 5 micros on a 50. But with these ranges right now, there's no way I would. So yeah, that sounds about right, man. That sounds good. That sounds pretty good. So we've got 2 minutes till London Open here, guys. 2 minutes until the London Open. Remember, anything can happen here on gold. Don't all of a sudden start chasing shorts. Don't start chasing longs. We'll let the candles close. We're going to get that London Open. And then we're going to get our trades. We got 600 people tuning, guys. Remember, drop a like for the Topstep stream. We'll be here for the next hour or so. We'll see if we get any trades for the day. We had a nice gold short call yesterday. We'll see what we get here for the day. Yeah. Been trading 1 micro mostly times here. Crazy ranges, yeah, insane. I did trade minis yesterday to get this gold short, personally. I was happy to risk all of that London profit. Too afraid to trade 1 to 2 micros anymore. I know, it is crazy. If we do get short here on gold, you know, a hard stop above a previous 30-minute is 170 ticks. So 1 micro, 170. 2 micros, 340. So yeah, it is pretty crazy. These ranges are crazy. But the price action is still the same. That's the nice thing, is like the price action hasn't changed at all. Our plan hasn't changed at all. It's just the sizing, so it just means we have to reduce the size. But the actual execution, risk reward, trading plan is still absolutely perfect. NQ longs look really nice here as well, guys. You had this nice fake out pre-London, tag the lows, closed bullish. So you're getting that pretty decent squeeze here. So I would like to see more NQ longs. More NQ longs. NQ's having a nice breakout. I think if you reject from here, you'll be bringing in some early sellers. I think your squeeze is high. Now, the only thing with NQ is, like I say, I don't trade NQ very often. So if we do trade NQ, I'll be trading NQ at small size just to get a feel for the markets. But I do like NQ to have a bit of a pullback into this 25,140 level. Before, you may get New York squeezing low. Before then, you may see some highs. Yeah, yeah. The 2 mini London short could have been 800 ticks. That's not what I want to hear before I'm about to trade, man. That's not what I want to hear. Can we put Sean in timeout for that? All right, 10 seconds here, guys. Let's see. Yeah, that's for you guys on YouTube. We did. I took a short on gold yesterday when we stayed on for a little bit longer. I took gold shorts here. I took gold short. I think we took it around like here. I took a gold short here at 2 contracts, and I meant to short it at 2 minis. Sorry, I meant to short it at 2 micros, but I shorted it at 2 minis. I quickly closed it right away for a quick profit. But then guys are saying if you had actually held that trade, it would have ended up being an absolutely huge day. You know. But again, that's, you know, there's a lesson there. If you make a mistake, like, you know, maybe you meant to trade micros, but you trade minis, what I'll do is I'll just cut the trade right away. Whereas most people will hold on to it, oh, this isn't good, let me hold on to it and hope that maybe this plays out. Whereas as soon as I notice my mistake, I close it right away, straight away. Because if I'd let a two mini trade go against me, yeah, the loss would have been huge, absolutely huge. So let's see here, guys. So decent breakout here on NQ. If we get a little bit of a pullback here on NQ, I do like some longs. Maybe if you can come back down to retest some of these levels here. 25, maybe 20. I mean, 25 100 is a pretty decent level. Now Goldie has just left this very big wick rejection here. You didn't really close. You know, you can kind of see here, you didn't really close back below too much, but I do still think we could squeeze this a little bit lower. You had a pretty decent 50-minute breakout here. You never really grabbed any highs before this push, which is quite surprising. So a little bit of pullback. I'd like to short gold unless we start breaking back above, then cool. You know, if gold breaks back above here, guys, then there's the potential for an hourly wick fill play. But again, we'll react to that when we get to it. NQ already kind of squeezing higher. NQ long is it nice here. Where is that view up? Yep, nice. Yep, I like that. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what gold does do today. You know, we had obviously some absolutely huge moves yesterday. It'll be interesting today to see if gold does just create one big massive range here. Because if you look at the daily time frame right now, actually to me, I mean, look at this daily. This daily looks bullish. Why does this daily look bullish? Well, what did we do yesterday? Yesterday we came down. We tagged previous daily lows. We held 4,100. So it looks like we could come and tag yesterday's highs. Yeah, it looks like a pretty perfect daily morning star. It's actually good that we quickly spotted that. So let's mark on yesterday's highs, because that actually could be a potential long opportunity. Where's yesterday's highs? So that would take us back up to that short that we took yesterday. So we kind of got, let me get rid of this analysis, guys. We know where the trades are. I will do a recap of these 2 trades. It was like a 5K day yesterday. I will do a recap on these trades on my channel. But for now, let's clean this up a bit here, guys. Let's get rid of these levels. The levels got hit. The levels got hit absolutely perfectly yesterday. But let's keep it clean here. Let's mark on some fresh. Let's mark on some fresh analysis here. So we do have yesterday's high. We had the daily kind of trying to form a bit of a morning star play here, so that could be an interesting level. We do have this pre-London high here as well, which again, if we start to close back above, there's potential longs here as well. Ask someone to make this for me. Wow, no way. That's amazing, Bruno. That's amazing. Man, I need one of them. How do I, do you have a, do you have X, Bruno? So I can share that? That's amazing. I want one of them. That's so cool. I need that for a shelf when I go back home. That's amazing. If you do, Bruno, tag me on X so I can show the guys watching here. That is amazing. So there is a potential, guys, for an hourly wick fill here. I say potential because we'll wait to see how this 15 close. You get a 50-minute fake out. There's an hourly wick fill. NQ's kind of already having a pretty decent squeeze here. So if we get a pullback, great. Oh, you don't. How can I share this? How can I share this, Bruno? Can I go like image? How can I share? I want to share it. It's amazing. Screenshot. Oh wait, Bruno, check and see if he has a. Seeing if he has X. That's amazing. So yeah, you may actually get an hourly wick fill here on gold, guys. Looking at that daily time frame, kind of doesn't make me want to sell right now. This daily time frame to me actually screams longs here on gold, guys. The fact that this came down, wicked out the lows, held support. This, I don't know if I'm, you know, I can still be open to sells. I want to be very reactive here, but I would keep in the back of my mind that today could close bullish and tag yesterday's high. You know, if you look at this daily time frame here, this looks like we're shaping up for a pretty perfect morning star. The interesting thing here about gold is how this daily candle yesterday failed to close below the previous day low. Well, it's a pretty good indication that you can start to find some support there. So you see here, you wicked out the lows, you failed to close below, you end up pushing right back above. So the fact that you pushed all the way back down, which again, you know, doesn't look like much, but this was a huge drop from the open to the low, was like over 1,000 ticks. And you wicked all the way back above. Yeah, yesterday's high could be a pretty interesting target here. I would like to see a bit of a 15-minute bullish breakout though. That 15 and hourly just closed bearish, so I want to see a 15 close above, then potential fake outs for longs. So let's see here, guys. Let's see. AQ breaking higher as well. Anything else you guys looking at? Feel free to send it over. It doesn't have to just be gold or NQ. We can have a look at some other markets. We do have Goldie shaping up here. Just want to see a little bit of a breakout candle closure, then we can get on trade. So let's see. Let's see. 4-hour pullback. Let me see. Yeah. Your day looks different to mine. Let me have a look. Why does your day look so different to mine? Mine, one of us is. I don't know. That looks very different. Anyone who has the currency chart open, let me see if I can get the currency chart open. Let me just see how the daily closure looks on my trading view chart here for a second. Let's have a look. Daily. Nah, my daily on the currency chart looks the same as well, which is kind of the one that I would more so go off. And the daily currency chart looks pretty identical to my futures one. I'm not too sure why yours looks like that, man. Gold futures COMEX. I'm not too sure. It's kind of strange. Yeah, look, I mean, yeah. It shouldn't make too much of a difference to him. Yeah, I agree, Damon. This 4-hour is, yeah, it does look like you could pull back. I mean, you did have that huge 4-hour fake out. Look at that 4-hour. You tagged highs, closed bearish, closed straight back bullish. So, I mean, it's got, you know, pretty much the whole entire candle to play out here. But yeah, you have big resistance, big support. The 4 hours looking a little bit choppy. Posted first X post ever. Nice, Bruno. Let's have a look. Let me see if I can get this up here. Did you tag me, Bruno? Let me see. Bruno said he's going to customize these and send them out for everyone. Let me see. Latest. Oh, look at this. We got some more X posts here. W Bruno. Nice. Look at this. Amazing. Still, that is... What is that? That must have been on purpose. You wait to pause me at the worst time. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you tuning in. Look at this. Amazing. How do I see it, Bruno? How do I see it? Oh, look at this. This is what Bruno is getting custom made in Thailand. That's amazing. That's amazing. I need one of them. That is so cool. Bull and a bear. Not just a bull and a bear, a gold bull and a bear. That is amazing. Let's give Bruno a follow here. That's quality. Yeah, we got to get them. We got to get them sent out, Bruno. Surely you got to get me one posted out, man. I'll have it, present it on the stream. That's amazing. Let's have a look here, guys. Got gold looking a little bit choppy. Where's my gold chain? Yeah, I will get a gold chain. The gold chain will come this weekend. It's cheap. Yeah, that's amazing, man. It's pretty cool. 5,000 Thai baht. How much is that? Go well with gold chain. For any guys who don't know what I'm on about the gold chain, I did go into Florence the other day, and there was a big, massive gold chain, all gold, that said King on it. It's a massive gold chain that said King. I was like, I'm gonna come on and rock this on stream. Look at this NQ squeeze here, guys. NQ buys were lovely, but not from here. NQ buys were lovely from 7 AM here. I just don't want to buy NQ from here. You know, from this fake out and hourly flip here, you know, it's like a 25-point trade. That's a pretty decent trade for a London session. But now that NQ's kind of up at these highs, yeah, I don't really want to trade NQ up here, guys. Like I say, this lovely pre-London fake out, great buys at 7 a.m. But in terms of this 8 a.m. candle open here on gold, NQ, there's not really too much here. Yeah, we can have a look at the euro. How much is that, Bruno? How much is 5,000? Yeah, sure. 5,000 Thai baht. It's like £100. That's amazing. In 10 years. That's quality. That's amazing. So the euro. Remember, we said yesterday for the euro to come down and liquidate these lows. We are back down at that major weekly support. Remember, we've had the euro pretty trapped between some big ranges of 1.172 and 1.16250. Two big levels on the euro. Now, yesterday you kind of wicked out some lows, holding some support. But to be honest, with this looking as bearish as it is, I can imagine this breaks back lower. Yeah, 150 US dollars. Yeah, that's amazing, bro. That's amazing. I need to get me one of them, man. You have to post me out one of them. So yeah, I do believe we could see the euro still squeeze lower. This is some pretty big support though. So would I want to be a seller of the euro here? Not really. You know, you had this decent sell-off yesterday in the London session. Really lovely squeeze here. Then now you're kind of back at this support. So could you pull back before selling? Maybe. But it looks like you're starting to get pretty choppy here on the euro. Looks a little bit messy. If anything, it looks like we might break back higher. So if you can get a bit of a breakout on the euro, you know, you may pull back up in some, maybe 1.164 before potentially going back lower. Personally, I think there's nicer opportunities out there than the euro right now. Look at this NQ squeeze here, guys. This is a beautiful squeeze. Gold just kind of chopping around here so far, guys. We're not missing anything just yet. We got gold chopping around. We got NQ having a beautiful squeeze. We need to get on earlier doors for these NQ London trades, guys. Looks like what we've seen a lot over the past couple of weeks is these London trades on NQ. I guess come more so at the Frankfurt Open, coming at like, you know, 6 to 7 a.m. London time. You're getting these very nice moves. Look at this. What did we say earlier? Would have been lovely to buy this. People trying to sell here on NQ, risking off some highs, and now they're getting squeezed. So any early sellers here getting squeezed down on NQ, which was a lovely call. And now again, we kind of want to see how we're going to react on these highs. So very nice squeeze there on NQ, just outside of our trading hours. We can't catch them all. We can't catch them all. We did get a great short on NQ yesterday, though. Great short on NQ. So we'll see what NQ brings for the day. Goldie's still kind of chopping around here, guys. Not really the nicest of price action yet. This level here is 15 resistance. This level here is hourly support. So, I mean, it's kind of both. You got drag this to the left. Look, it's still hourly resistance as well. Look at this. So we kind of have gold. I'm going to clean these levels up here for a second, guys. Trying to understand what gold's trying to do here. Let's go zoom out a bit for a second. So what do we have? Let's make this a little bit cleaner with some lines as opposed to zones, because it's a little bit messy. So we kind of got nice. Let me make this 100%. So you got nice support, broke out, big resistance, broke resistance, big support, all the way here. That's like a pretty good level. And then our next level is kind of where we are right now. If we also look here, we put this on here, well, look how nice this level gets respected. Big resistance, support, support, resistance. So kind of tag it there. You broke above, broke right back below. So we currently have gold trapped within a bit of a range here. I mean, again, it's still a 100 tick range, which is still a very nice range. But it could get pretty choppy in here. And that's probably why we're seeing this kind of price action here on the left. So what would be the most logical thing here? Well, let's just, you know, we got this 15 close coming in 35 seconds. Why don't we just wait for it to close above or below and then make our trade, our life as a trader much easier? Another 5K day? We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think so, but hey, you never know. Yesterday was probably, one of my biggest prop firm days. Possibly ever. Possibly. Please. No, yeah. Yesterday just everything aligned. Everything aligned yesterday. And that's kind of what I said in the kind of what I said in the Twitter post as well. Is like, what do we do after, the day after the second biggest sell-off in the history of gold? Well, we just keep selling it at any opportunity, and that's why we're able to take advantage of that. Like, look at this. Look, this was the day after the second biggest sell-off in the history of gold. So just keep selling it at any pullback, and it was a great, great, great day. But again, days like this is what you guys, and then again, this I gotta again have to learn this the hard way. Is some of my worst and biggest losses in trading have come from big winning days like this. People see a 5K day yesterday and they see the insane volume that we saw yesterday on gold and they go, okay, cool. You expect it to continue today, but that's unfortunately not how the markets work. The markets could do absolutely nothing today. I could make 5K yesterday, I might make nothing today. Who knows? We'll see. We always have to come onto the markets with that perspective of we will take what the markets give me. What happened yesterday, what happened in the last trade, what happened in the last session is completely irrelevant to what we will get here today. You always have to treat every single trade like a brand new trade. No emotions or no outcome from the previous trade has any relevance to what we're going to do here today. Yes, I was two minis, man. 2 minis. I was risking all the London profits. No bottom wick, man. Yep, no bottom wick. So 15 closure here on gold. Close bearish, holding support, holding resistance, a little bit choppy. NQ is about to come and squeeze this nice liquidity level here. Any early sellers getting squeezed? Yeah, on purpose, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. This time on purpose, yeah. Yeah. So, but I like I say, I will do this trade into a breakdown for the weekend. I'll probably post it on Sunday or something. Clip that. Yeah, you're lucky it was off the YouTube stream, man. That was just a special one for you guys on Zoom. Yeah, I'm also waiting, guys. Like I say, gold's in a little bit of range, guys. But let's use this time. Use this valuable time to, like I say, if you guys want to share some wins, share some losses. Remember, hashtag London Open. Wow, look at this for an absolute setup. I need to up my game here. Look at this. I need to up my game. Should I just end the stream now? That's amazing. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What a setup. That's amazing. That's crazy. Love that. Look, you've got the top step certificates in the background there as well. Amazing, man. Look at that. Oh, you got long ES as well. Yes, beautiful. I imagine it's pretty similar to that NQ trade. Did you get that? Was that pre-London? Where do you get long ES? Oh, is it? I think it's pretty similar to... Yeah, here, look at this. Nice pre-London, nice squeeze there. So interesting thing here is ES has just tagged the liquidity highs here. Look at that. That's a great setup though. Look at that. That's amazing. I'll have to change that bear to a bull. I know. That's amazing. Love that, man. Love that. Love that. What a setup. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Appreciate tuning in. Great, great long there on ES as well. So ES has grabbed the highs. NQ hasn't. So that's why it's always good to watch both. NQ's left a bit of a double top, but again, you watch both. As soon as ES grabs the highs, you have to be managing your NQ trade. So could you now start to pull back from here? Maybe. I do like these. I do like NQ to pull back before we see this retracement of yesterday's move. I do believe you could see NQ back down at 25,000 again today. But again, what I believe and what are going to happen and what we are going to do are two very different things. The way I will trade off what I believe will happen will be once the markets actually show me that by maybe now tagging some highs, breaking out cool, then I can reassess. And Goldie's just in a little bit of a range here, guys. We got time. Goldie's in a little bit of a range, not really doing too much. Not missing anything on gold. We're protecting the capital so far. We have time, guys. We got time. Like I say, if we break out here on gold, all it takes is one candle to break out. We got to trade. So we can try and trade in this range right now. We can get chopped up. We can get frustrated, or we can just accept it and wait. Like I say to you guys, these are the ranges where people try and trade. They force trades. They get chopped up. By the time that candle breaks out later on, you're too mentally burnt out to take that trade. So stay patient. All it takes here on gold is a single candle to break out. And then we have our trade. I know. To be honest, what I was actually surprised to see what gold didn't do yesterday. I actually thought, where was, I think there was like an hourly of no bottom wick. Yeah, here yesterday. I actually was surprised that gold didn't grab these lows here before this breakout. I thought here on gold, this is probably going to roll over, come down and tag these lows before then potentially pulling back or breaking back lower. You had this, look at this price, and this is hourly price action yesterday, guys. This is huge. You're ripping up 600 ticks, you're engulfing right back down 650 ticks, and then you're right back up another 1,000 ticks. Like, it's just, price action yesterday was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So it's looking like gold wants to come and tag this 7 a.m. high. I say it's looking like it. All I want to see is just a little bit of a breakout here. Then I think we could get long. You kind of have broken above this level. You're holding it. You may squeeze higher. The Dow grabbed the highs and is dumping. Really? Okay, let's have a look. I mean, you could shape up for shorts. Yes, it is. Tagged some highs, breaking out. How did the Dow close yesterday? Yeah, I mean, look at where the Dow is though. Look at where the Dow is. I think NQ's nicer. Look at this. Kind of right back at support. You've already tagged yesterday's low, so to me, I could see the Dow potentially holding from these levels. Look at this. You just wicked the lows, held the support massively. Personally, I wouldn't short the Dow. I think NQ could give a nicer short. Personally. Because you kind of see here on the Dow. Like if you look at the Dow, see here how you had this nice 4-hour liquidity grab. You tagged the lows, you broke out. Well, if we have a look at NQ, NQ hasn't really grabbed any 4-hour lows for quite some time. So you could see NQ coming down for a bit of a 4-hour liquidity wick before going higher. So we could potentially take advantage by selling into that liquidity wick before then you may get pulled back up into New York session. But let's see. I feel like ES is just slow. Yeah, it is, yeah. It's slower, but it's. I guess that's probably a good thing if you're. I mean, London and New York, NQ is fine, but ES is you probably get nicer, cleaner trades trading ES in NY. But I think it's good to watch both. If you trade NQ, I would personally be watching both. I couldn't just trade one or the other. Goldie's trying to break out here, guys. I'm hoping this 15 can break out, and then we may have some longs at this 8:30 open. But look, you can see, and remember, guys, not only is gold in a range, guys, this is like a 80 to 100 tick range. So you don't want to get chopped up on a ranging market on gold anyway. You certainly don't want to get chopped up in a 5-minute 100 tick range. You might get lucky buying and selling the highs, but to me, it's not worth the mental capital. I'll get much nicer trades than trying to trade in this range. So not only are you're ranging like a 100 tick 5-minute range, which is just insane. So be careful, guys. Be careful. I do like these longs. I do like these longs. But overall today, yeah, I do like yesterday's high. I do believe we may get just a bit of a range bound day today on gold. Now, range bound day doesn't mean we can't take trades. I don't mean a 5-minute range, but we may just kind of play within this major 4-hour resistance up here and major 4-hour support down here. This is an absolutely worthwhile range that we can trade, but I don't think we're going to get a big trending move today. I think if we're going to get a next trending move on gold, it's probably going to be tomorrow with the news. So if you're playing a ranging market, well then don't try and take a big breakout trade. Like yesterday. Like yesterday I took some pretty decent trending trades because the markets were trending beautifully. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at this. This is looking nice now. So ES tagged this liquidity level. NQ didn't. Doesn't matter. ES grabbed highs. You are now starting to break back lower. So where was that 4-hour low on NQ? Back down here at, say, 25,050. There's potential for shorts here on NQ. Look at this. These lows down here. Nice pre-London lows. 4-hour lows. You may see some shorts here. Look at this. Look at this. So, again, this is why you have to watch both, guys. Look how interesting this is. You see how NQ didn't grab these highs? Why did we not grab the highs? Well, let's have a look. Look at this. ES tagged the highs perfectly. Perfectly. So, That is enough to start shorting NQ. NQ's grabbed, ES has grabbed highs, NQ doesn't need to. This is enough for a breakout. So this liquidity has still been taken. Euro short. Let's have a look. Euro short. Euro looks messy to me. I think the nicer shorts were we called yesterday. We called these nice shorts down yesterday back into this 1.16250 level. So now that we had that move yesterday, I'm not a huge fan of the euro. I think there was nice opportunities yesterday, which if you did make the money yesterday short in the euro, I wouldn't look to risk it right away. Goldie trying to break out here as well, guys. I do like these gold longs. But again, I want to stay reactive to the candle closures. We're trying to learn this liquidity strat you use and display. Bit confused. There's loads on my channel, man. Absolutely loads on my channel. I have loads of trade breakdowns of the whole entire strategy. The trade that I took yesterday, I will also post. I will also post on this one here. These two yesterday, which were absolutely perfect trades, which was a 5K day. I will post this on the weekend. I'll post this one. So if you do want more of it, yeah, like I say, Topstep kindly put my YouTube channel in the description of this video. So drop a subscribe and I will drop that video on Sunday. NQ having a breakout here, guys. NQ having way more volume than gold. If you get a quick pullback, you may get short here in NQ. You had a nice, look at this nice 5-minute break now. Huge push, squeezing lower. Look at this for a sell-off here. And a 15-minute time frame, if we take out the 245 candle, and then what do we look for on gold? 245 candle. Which time on London time, man? Which time on London time? 245 London time is way back here. I mean, maybe you mean around here. If you share it on the London time, I'll be able to see it. My chart here is set to London. But I mean, all we really want to see here on gold is there's potential for an hourly wick fill here. There's also potential for a bit of a pullback. So right now I can see gold going in either direction, which kind of makes sense because you're at hourly support, you're at hourly resistance. So to keep it as simple as possible, let's just wait for a candle to break out in either direction, show us confirmation of direction, also show us volume, and then let's take our trade. Let's react to what the markets are going to show us. So let's not really think too much here on gold. We've kind of got gold trapped in this range, which is great. So patience will be required, yes. But as you guys can see, patience pays. So let's wait for the markets to break out, show us its cards, and then we'll take our trade. You know, let's not try and predict too much here. We have this 30-minute candle close coming in about 2 minutes here as well, guys. I'm hoping NQ is going to get a bit of a breakout for a trade. There's a mosquito flying around my head. Yeah, I mean, show us volume in the sense that we're just breaking out, like just a candle closure. That will confirm a breakout of this range, which will confirm the volume, because you can kind of see here there's no volume, look at this, like how small these bodies are. So if we break out, that will confirm breakout, volume with the candle closure, and then boom, direction. So a candle closure above or below these, yeah, would be a pretty decent body size. Exactly the same as the shorts from London yesterday. Look, confirms the breakout, confirms the direction, confirms the volume with a huge bearish engulfing candle. Cool. Then we take our trade. You can see gold is getting a little bit chopped up in here, so don't get too chopped up on gold, guys. Like I say, these are the ranges where everyone gets chopped up before the real move comes in later on, and you get a way easier trade. Wow, look at this. It is a fight of the best setups here today. Look at this. That is amazing. That's crazy. Hey, where's my face? There it is. I'll let you off. There it is. Nice. I was like, where's my face on these screens? We got all these screens. You got to get my face on there somewhere. Look at that. That's amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We really have to start up on our game here, guys. Look at that. That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. So you got 2 execution platforms here. You got Bookmap, you got Discord. Look at this. It's amazing. And you got me in the background there. That's amazing. Look at that. Love that, man. Love that. What a setup. Remember, guys, hashtag London Open, at TopstepTV, at the Aaron Trades. I'll see you guys' charts. That's amazing. Amazing, amazing. Do you trade London live every day? Yes, we do, man. London live every single day, 7:30 till 9 a.m. London time. We are here every single day on the Topstep YouTube channel. Absolutely. So we had some fantastic calls yesterday, but markets are a little bit quiet here today, guys. NQ here or NQ here. I mean, you did just close bearish, so this could still come back lower. You also just had that 30-minute candle closure. So remember, guys, don't just check the 15. Look at the time here. What time is it right now? It's 8:30. So don't just look at the 15. Look at the 30-minute as well. So 30-minute here on NQ. Wicked out some highs, wicked out some lows. Holding support, holding resistance. 30-minute closure here on gold. Again, bullish, bearish, doji. Instant bottom wick. If we can tag some lows, I do like gold longs here. But trading from the most neutral perspective ever, we are very, very, very range bound. Very, very, very quiet. Nice somehow. Oh no. Yeah, literally. Yeah. I trade with 3 screens. I have 3. But to be honest, I have half of my screen is taken up for this streaming software, so I'm mainly trading off 2. I'll have my futures chart open here for execution, and then I will have my currency chart open here for some clean higher time frame, just pure naked chart price action. Learned a lot since watching you. Thank you, man. I appreciate you tuning in. That's what we like to hear. That's what these streams are all about. Not just waiting for me to press buy and sell. You guys actually following the trades, following the analysis, and watching it play out for the rest of the day, because we do have some amazing calls here in London that plays out all the way into New York session, especially yesterday on NQ, especially yesterday on gold. We had an absolutely amazing day. So, you know, there's potential to short NQ here for a bit of a 15-minute breakout here. Just keep in the back of your mind, you know, you are at this support, which is a little bit annoying. I was hoping we'd get a little bit more of a breakout here. You're at the support, you're at the resistance. So if you want to trade this range, you can, but just be aggressive with the management. Because you are, although like I say, I would love NQ to break out as much as you guys would, trust me. I would love to get some good volume and get some good trades. But we are stuck in a very tough range. Very, very tough range. Pardon me if it's a repetitive question, but how do you correlate currency with gold? Yeah, nice, absolutely nice. It's all good. No need to apologize, man. There's no such thing as a stupid question here. Every question is a good question. The way that I will correlate the currency chart of gold with the futures chart of gold is having these intraday liquidity grabs. So sometimes, to be honest, it's not happened very often recently. The futures chart has just been as reliable as the rest, but sometimes what you'll see is you might see the currency chart, you know, maybe grab some highs or lows more than the futures chart. Sometimes the futures chart, for example, it didn't do it here, but let's say, just an example, which we typically see. Let's say if here, for example, maybe you were waiting for, or maybe you were shorting into these lows. Now you can see here on the futures chart, you didn't really grab these lows before this push up, which we know gold loves to do. Sometimes, so the futures chart might do this and respect the double bottom button and then have that push up. So you might miss the exit of a short trade or the entry of a long trade. And what you'll see on the currency chart is the currency chart can end up doing this. And if the currency chart has grabbed the lows, then sometimes that's enough for the futures chart to push. So it's that simple. But I also just, to be honest, I just use it just to look at a pure, clean price action chart. But yeah, in the simplest of ways, it's, yeah, the currency chart can grab highs or lows more than the futures. Sometimes futures could leave a perfect double top and a perfect double bottom. And if you're trying to trade into it, you may miss an exit. So what I mean by that is, you know, let's say you're short. So I only trade the future chart, but let's say you're short in the futures here and you're exiting once price grabs these lows. Well, the futures chart didn't grab the lows, but sometimes the currency will grab the lows. Therefore, that's a reason to close your futures short. And vice versa if you're trying to get in a long trade. For instance, here, you know, see here you have this nice grab of the highs here. Then you sold off. While sometimes the futures chart can come very close, doesn't grab it and still sells off. But then you go look at the currency chart and you go, ah, okay, cool. Currency chart grabbed the highs and sold off. But to be honest, recently they've been very in sync. So I've pretty much just been watching the future chart. Yeah, a little breakout there on gold, you guys. Quick squeeze here. Look at this. You just had a 5 minute broke out. You just dropped here within like 5 seconds here. So you broke out, dropped within 5 seconds. But honestly, I'm not really too bothered about the 5 minute, I'll be honest. So Goldie's starting to wake up. NQ trapped. Let's have a look here. NQ tagged the lows, wick back above. Let me see here. Nice little double bottom there. That'd be a nice short here. See, a great short here on NQ would have been here. Broke out here to here. Quick trade. So if we get a closure here on gold, then maybe now time for a short. You did just quickly break out, but there was, unless you were instantly pressing buy and sell as soon as that candle opened, I don't see any way how you'd be in this. But if we can now close out here, yeah, now there's potential for a short. Thank you so much, Aaron. No problem, man. No problem. I just use trading view. XUUSD. Just trading view. I use the Owanda chart. But you can use any charts. They kind of all follow the same principles. Out on NQ, not liking it much. Yeah, NQ kind of looks like you've kind of already hit this first level. So like I say, shorting here downside would have been great. But you kind of already tagged these lows. So you're holding. Unless you, again, a short on NQ would be if you break out like here, then okay, cool, you can say, okay, now you're probably going to come down here. So if you break out with good volume here on NQ, good 5 minute candle closure, like this, for example, then I would short into this next level. But right now, I wouldn't short it just yet. Goldie looks like we could be waking up here. So look at this 30 minute here, guys. Opened, ripped down. Absolutely crazy sell-off. In that 1 5 minute candle, you just opened and you are pushing aggressively. Look at this, down 146 ticks here in 5 minutes off that quick 5 minute breakout. So if you're quick enough and on the ball enough, you could have got it. But if not, as long as we break out, we could still get this. Short from 4121, nice. 4121. Oh, you get this, where 4121 here, around here. You get it on the breakout. If you got short on the breakout, yeah, nice. You're already managing risk. You'd have been watching that very quick. Where could we be coming back down into here on gold? Remember, all the way back down to these Asia lows. Big trend line coming up here as well. Lots of people try and buy this trend line, more likely to squeeze it lower. So targets for gold shorts is still very big. So there is still plenty of opportunity here. And I would like to get in this soon. Got one micro short on a combine off the hourly evening star. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Nice. Yeah, look at that. Nice. I would like to join the fun here in 1 minute. Goldie breaking out, which is nice. Starting to see some volume. NQ squeezing higher. So as long as we close out bearish here on gold, like I say, I believe we are very likely going to come much lower here now. We do have this annoying little level. Let's see. So we kind of bounced off here, back down into here. 4 hours gone from looking now. Oh, look at this 4 hour, guys. Pretty messy. But gone from looking very bullish to right back lower. Big 4 hour range though. Big 4 hour range. Now right back at the support. Let's see. I'm not a huge fan of this short and gold, guys, I'll be honest. If you're already in it, great. Like if you're in from this little quick 5 minute breakout, fantastic. But I'm not a huge fan of this short. I don't like the higher time frame price action to the left. Look at this 4 hour. Massive resistance, massive support. With the previous 4 hour closing very bullish. Hourly time frame, massive resistance. Look at these huge wicks. Before these were wicks, guess what? This was a huge big bearish candle. If you tried to chase this, you would have got squeezed out every time. So personally, I'm not a huge fan of this short. Personally. That doesn't mean you guys can't short it. I personally don't want to short this trade. Like I said, we had an amazing day yesterday. Do I want to risk it today for a subpar trade? Not really. Not really. You don't just want to take a trade just because you want to take a trade. You don't want to take a trade just because the markets are moving up and down. The markets are moving up and down 24 hours, 5 days a week. If you want it, it's there. But personally, I'm not a huge fan of that short. Should I buy? I mean, it's nice 15 support. How much volume did you get here in that 5 minute? 100, 200 ticks. Where am I from? I am from a very small little island. I'm from a very small little island called Jersey, just off the UK. Very tiny, tiny little island. I'll show you. I'm not there now, so we can expose this. If you're coming to find me, I'm not there. But this is where I grew up. Very small little island, look, just off the UK. Actually closer to France. Look at this. There's me. Little me down there. There's the UK. And there's France. That's where I'm from. Yeah, decent trend line coming up. Yep. No, there's no Weatherspoons there. No, hell no. Unfortunately, I only discovered Weatherspoons when I went to uni. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense for gold to go low. You know, there is a big trend line. To me, it's one of them trades where if I short it from here, you hold this hourly support, I'm going to look back and go, why was I trying to short hourly support? It doesn't make any sense. Just because I wanted to take a trade. So, yeah, personally, I'm not going to take this gold trade. NQ trying to break out. You know, it's kind of like one of these trades that you can get lost in the 5 minute right now without understanding that, you know, and sometimes, you know, if you really want to, you know, do this. So when you drop down to the lower time frame, you know what this level is. Okay, the 5 minutes holding this level, but you just had a big breakout. Should I short this? Well, I mean, you could short it, but look, this is hourly support. So let me put it on top so you can actually see it. This is hourly support. So do we really want to short hourly support or not really? Why would we want to short hourly support? If anything, I want to be short hourly resistance, but there was just no real, you know, maybe if we'd wicked some highs and then broken out, great, I would have sold this. Kind of like yesterday's trade. You know, we look at yesterday's London trade. What did we do? We wicked out highs, closed bearish, and then we got our short. We didn't really do that at the resistance. There's no real reason to get FOMO from here. The same trades that gave us $5,000 yesterday haven't really come up today. Who cares? Part of the business. So personally, yeah, I won't short this on gold. To me, it's one of them trades where, you know, you see the 5 minute breaking out, you go, wow, this is huge volume. If it ends up pulling, you know, pushing right back up, you'll zoom out and you go, damn, like, why was I trying to sell there? It's hourly support. You're trying to short there, what, because you had one 5 minute candle breakout? Personally, they're the trades you want to be careful of. So a nicer trade here on gold. Like I say, personally, I still like these longs. The only way I will take these longs are if you start re-breaking back above. Remember, look how this daily is looking as well. And look at this, guys. You try and chase this short, you are instantly minus 100 ticks. Yes, I was. Yes, I was born on the same island as Henry Cavill. Yep. So I guess that means I could be Superman or something. I think that's what I take from that information. I was a runner-up, I think. So that's why it's always good to remember, guys, just zoom out. You know, you did have a nice 5 minute breakout. Yes, fantastic. You know, it would have been great to have shorted this if you broke out, quick pullback and then short. But I wouldn't short it from here because that's borderline just FOMOing into the trade. You're trying to short, like I say, hourly support. I think you'll get way nicer trades than that. Remember, NQ, you will only have the shorts if you break out more. Never seen you and Superman in the same room, so it's possible. Hey, don't question things too much. We'll get deep here. 8:40 London time. We're getting deep. This is what gold ranges does to us. NQ ranging as well. The nicest trade so far in the markets here, guys, was the NQ pre-London longs. Other than that, there's not been too much missed just yet. So patience is paying for me anyway. I'm protecting the capital and I'm also protecting the mental capital. Because gold's not going to do this all day long. It's going to break out. It's going to give you a good trade. But I'm going to be patient and ready for it. So let's see here, guys. Look at this. All of a sudden, we've gone from looking so bearish. We could still close bearish, but look. You just wicked back up 125 ticks. That's huge. So what's the most logical thing here is just wait for a higher time frame candle to break out. And look to the left. Look at this. Look at this price action here. Really, really, really messy. We don't want to get caught up too much in this. The euro again. So I kind of said be patient on the euro as well. The euro shorts calls yesterday were fantastic. You know, we called the shorts down here yesterday, and again today on the euro. My call for the day was do nothing but wait. And so far that's also paying. So patience paying on gold, patience paying here on the euro. NQ patience is paying. The nicest NQ trade was the pre-London buys, but we weren't trading at that time, so we're gonna have to accept it and wait. Look at NQ right now. Big support, big resistance. Let the markets come to you. Let the markets come to you. And like I say, you know, it doesn't take too long to still get a trade of the day. But right now, like I say, guys, I'd like longs here on gold. Daily morning star play for a bit of a pullback higher. Yep, nice one, Clay. See you next time, man. See you next time. Do I trade trend lines? Yes, I trade trend lines in the opposite way, though. So if I spot a trend line gold, I'm trying to buy up into the trend line or trying to short into the trend line. So if I have a trend line coming up like this on gold, you know, most people will be looking for something like this to then try and get this long. But to be honest, I'm trying to look to short into the trend line. Because unfortunately, third touches of trend lines don't really work that well on gold anymore. You have much more liquidity grab. So if I spot a trend line on gold, you know, I'm trying to buy or sell into it. Same as if, you know, you're coming, if I'm looking for a long, let's say you've had like a perfect 2-touch bounce of a trend line and you start coming down like here. I'm trying to buy from here, buying up into that trend line, because the reality of gold these days is you're probably going to do something like this. So I'm trying to take the move from here to here. So there was actually a great example of this in Asia. It was also the exact same reason why we shorted yesterday on gold. If you guys remember the London stream yesterday, where was the London? We had a beautiful 5-minute trend line, which is the reason we got short yesterday. So this was our short from yesterday on gold. We took this short down here. Why did we take this short? Well, it was a perfect trend line coming up. Look at this, perfect trend line. So on this trend line, what do people try and do? They try and buy the third touch of the trend line. Where do they risk off? All the lows. So what we're trying to do is short into the trend line. So yeah, I absolutely use trend lines, but not in the textbook try and buy and sell third touch. Unfortunately, the markets don't move like that anymore. Same as here in Asia. There was a great trend line coming down here in Asia like this. Look at this. Perfect trend line. So I see this trend line, I go, okay, cool. I'm going to look to long up into this trend line. So what I'll do is I'll kind of look at this and I'll go, cool. Most people will try and short from here, risk off the high, looking for this huge play down. So what I will do is I'll take my trend line, I'll get the highest point, and that will become my liquidity level of where I'll be looking to buy up into. Which is kind of why I do like these gold shorts, because you have a trend line coming up. So be watching this today. How many people do you think are trying to buy this trend line? Probably quite a lot. So the likelihood is you might get a little bit of a bounce, but you're very likely to come and squeeze this. Then try and stop out any early sellers. Sorry, any early buyers. So yes, I use trend lines. I use trend lines a lot, but to understand liquidity touches of where to trade into. Because like I say, unfortunately, you don't really get them picture perfect bounces off third touch of trend lines anymore. But if you can spot, you know, a second touch of a trend line, then buy up or sell down into the third touch, you can get some absolutely amazing trades. The trend line liquidity strategy works very, very, very well. Same as Asia. We spoke about Asia longs in our Asia market call yesterday. Perfect 1, 2. So from down here, once you start tagging lows and breaking out, you want to buy up into that third touch. Because again, you would have had a lot of people trying to short here. People trying to short here, risk off the high. So what are you trying to do? You're trying to buy up into the trend line. So you take the trend line, you mark on the highest point. Cool, that becomes my liquidity level. So yeah, that's the way I like to use trend lines. Because I would be the one who would be trying to buy the third touch, just sit my stop just below the second touch. Like if we go here, let's have a look here. Where's a textbook of like how to trade a trend line? Let I find one. I'm trying to find a textbook example of how to trade a trend line with a wrist roll, but they tell you try and buy off third touch, sit stops below the second, and then you're going to get a great trade. Unfortunately, the markets don't move that well anymore. I mean, even like, you know, like this, for example. Even like this, it's, you know, even trading a break of a trend line these days doesn't even really work like that. Especially not for gold anyway. It's like a textbook will kind of tell you, you buy here, you sit your stop off that low, and you're going to get a new high, and you know, trading trend lines is going to be really easy. Unfortunately, it'd be great if it did, but it doesn't work like that. It's very rare that you'll see something like this these days. If I see something like this, you know, I'm looking to buy up into that trend line manipulation. Yeah, literally, yeah, that's kind of how it all got built, I guess, man. So YouTube guys, a little bit of a range bound day today. Like I said, we had an amazing day yesterday, 5K day yesterday, but today on gold and NQ, we're kind of just pretty much sideways. We have some very big news coming up tomorrow. We had a great trading day yesterday with some absolutely amazing calls, but today we're a little bit choppy, and that's absolutely okay. That's trading. You're gonna have good days, you're gonna have slow days, but knowing when to trade and when not to trade is the most important part. So for me personally, guys, I'm gonna keep it flat here on the day. You know, I'll see what we get closer to New York, but there's nothing really jumping out for me here in the London session. But still, great session, guys. Lots of wisdom shared, and we'll be right back again here tomorrow. Same time again to end the week off strong. Remember, guys, you've got D coming on right after me as well, so be sure to stick around, and I will see you guys same time again tomorrow. Trade safe, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. Peace.